Hello friends, welcome again. This is SK Advisory Private Limited. This is episode 5 continuation on volume and trading. The first indicator we are going to study is the simple volume histogram, which is the indicator that we have been using so far in the video. The volume histogram is the simplest and most intuitive volume indicator and probably the most reliable also. The height of the bars indicates the amount of volume in that particular period, and the color of bar in the case of TradingView indicates if the corresponding candle is bullish or bearish. If the corresponding candle was bullish, the bar in the volume histogram will be green, and if the corresponding candle was bearish, the bar in the volume histogram will be red. This is the indicator we use to detect volume spikes, volume drops, and the relationship between volume and price action. I said this is the simplest and probably the most reliable volume indicator because there is no lag built into it, no formulas, and no unrealistic assumptions. Traders usually plot the average volume on top of the volume histogram to create a reference point for deciding if volume is high or low. The average volume is nothing more than the average of the last n period in the volume histogram. Just like a moving average smooths out of the last periods in price, the average volume smooths out the last periods in volume. The most used period for the average volume is 50. Since this is an average, it will produce lag, so you need to keep that in mind. The histogram itself is devoid of lag, but the moving average of volume contains lag since it is a smoothing filter. One disadvantage of the volume histogram is that it can be difficult to read since it is the row of volume. This problem can be minimized by using the next indicator we are going to study, which is called volume oscillator. The raw volume histogram can sometimes be erratic and too chaotic to analyze. The volume oscillator makes it easier to observe the rise and fall in volume by calculating the difference between a fast and a slow moving average of the raw volume. The formula for the volume oscillator goes as follows. This formula, the fast moving average has a period f and the slow moving average has a period s. The term V sub I in the formula is the volume at index I. For example, the current period has an index of 0, the previous period an index of 1, and so on. The sigma means the summation notation. It means the formula will sum everything starting from the bottom until the top. In other words, the summation will begin at I equals to T minus F plus 1. F is the fast moving average period. The plus 1 needs to be introduced in the formula because the current period starts at the index of 0, not 1. So the last 14 periods, for example, go from index 0 to 13 instead of 1 to 14. Once we get the summation, we divide by the numbers of periods as we do in a simple moving average. The same process is repeated for the slow moving average. The final volume oscillator value comes from the difference between the two averages. That's it for this session. In next video we will learn alternative volume oscillator calculation, so stay tuned. If this information is helping you, then do like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be notified on every update from SK Advisories. Thank you.